Hey, what is up, guys? Brizzy here, and today I got a story about a substitute teacher that I had for my English class. And so let's start this off with going to class. So I'm walking down the hall, I go into class, teacher's not there. I noticed that it was a sub. I'm like, okay, this is going to be an easy class. And then on the board, he had the word respect with the definition of respect there. And at the beginning of class, he took attendance and told us about respect and told us how we should respect people. And then he gave us our assignment, which was to read some pages out of a book that we were on. And I was in the middle of reading them, and he asked me to move my seat. I asked him why, and he responded with no reason. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll move. Don't want to argue with the teacher and get in trouble for something stupid as not moving when he asked me to. So I get up, I move, and then at that point, I had to put all my stuff away just to get up and move because I had all my books out and stuff and notebook and was taking notes. And I had already put that all away. There was like 15 minutes left of class. And at this point, I'm like, this guy just made me move for no reason. I'm already all packed up. I'm just not going to bother working on it anymore because I got most of it done and it wasn't due that day. So he then starts telling me that I should be working on it. I'm like, I'm going to do it at home and pass in the next day. He then starts calling me Jacob John, which I have no clue why he called me that because that's not my name. And I'm like, all right, that's not my name, sir. And he continued to call me it the whole time. He would literally, every single sentence that he would say to me, he would start with Jacob John. And then he started asking me some personal questions. He's like, do you have any medical problems? I'm like, seriously, guy, you're going to ask me stuff like this in front of the whole class? Like, who are you? Like, I'm not answering that to you. And then he starts asking me questions like, do you like your parents? Do you get along with them? And I'm like thinking this guy's like crazy. Like, why are you going to ask me like stuff like that? Like, that's personal. Like, I don't need to talk to you about that, especially in front of an entire class. And then he starts to ask me stuff like, do your parents know you're in school? I'm like, yeah, they do, buddy. Like, why wouldn't they? Like, they drive me to my bus stop. Of course they know that I get on the bus and that I'm at school. So thought that was a little bit weird. And then he started to ask me stuff like, do your parents know you're in this specific class? I'm like, yeah, they know what classes I'm enrolled in. Like, why you gotta ask me stuff like this? You're a substitute teacher. This is probably the only time I'll ever see you. And then after telling me I should do my work for like 5 minutes, he finally decided to call the office and have me kicked out of the class. So one of the assistant principals walks in and takes me out of the class and asks me what's going on. And I tell her about all the stuff that he's been saying. She takes me down to the office and says to fill out the referral. And I filled it out. And then later that day, I ended up talking with her again. And she had said that he would no longer be teaching at my school ever again. That I don't have to worry about him asking stuff like that. And that his class was being monitored for the rest of the day. So pretty much he lost his job for trying to ask personal questions and then thinking that I'm the one that's doing something wrong and kicking me out of the class. So I wouldn't have went and reported him if he didn't kick me out of the class because I wouldn't even thought of that. But my assistant principal told me I should do it, so I went ahead and did it, and he's no longer working at my school. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and drop a like if you did. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace, guys.